What's up, Cubs Nation? Let's get into it. I am currently caught up on all Cubs game recaps except for the game last night. So let's get into it. This is your Cubs game 44 recap from last night, and in game 44, the Cubs finally end a 4-game losing streak, and the Cubs get the win in game 44 over the Atlanta Braves, 2-0. Now improving the Cubs record to 28-16 on the year. Your starting pitcher for this game for the Cubs was Ben Brown. And in 4 innings pitched, he gave up 1 hit, 0 runs, and struck out 7. Pretty solid performance there out of him. Hobie Milliner got the win for the Cubs last night. And in 2 innings pitched, he gave up 1 hit, 0 runs, and struck out 1. Daniel Palencia got the save. For the Cubs last night. And in 1 innings pitched, he also gave up 1 hit, 0 runs, and struck out 1. So solid performance out of our pitching staff last night. Like to see that. Offensively, the Cubs had 2 runs, 6 hits, 2 RBIs, and 1 home run. Heck yeah. Let's get into them. You'll have to give me just a minute, guys, but let's get into them. Our 2 run, the Cubs' 2 runs were by 1 single guy, and Ian Happ had both runs. Ian Happ had 2 runs, so Ian Happ had both the runs for the Cubs. Let's get into them hits. All right, so the 6 hits for the Cubs last night, where we had 1 hit by Alex Bregman, 1 hit by Michael Busch, 1 hit by Miguel Amaya, 1 hit by probably one of my top 2 favorite players on the team, and that's Pete Crow Armstrong. And then we had 2 hits by Ian Happ. So now let's move into the RBIs. And then the 2 RBIs were 1 RBI by Ian Happ, 1 RBI by Matt Shaw. And then the 1 home run we had last night was by Ian Happ. And your player of the game for the Cubbies last night is going to be Ian Happ with 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 RBI, and 1 home run. The Cubs' next game is tonight at the Chicago White Sox. So, yeah, we're back home in Chicago. Kind of like a home game, but not really a home game, I guess. You could call it a home game if you really wanted to. But playing our Archtown rivals, our crosstown rivals, I know in the preseason they kicked their ass. I know in the preseason last year, or the preseason earlier this year, they kicked our butts. Didn't do so hot against them, but yeah. We end that 4-game losing streak, so hopefully tonight we can get back on a winning streak here. I think we need to definitely take 2 out of 3 from the White Sox here, because next up we got the Milwaukee Brewers after this series. So today, tomorrow, and Sunday we play at the Chicago White Sox, and then we return home for the Milwaukee Brewers, which is going to be a very pivotal series, because that series could go a long way in determining who wins this division. But anyways, like I said, Cubs' next game is tonight at the Chicago White Sox. Go Cubs, go. Fly the W, boys.